Once again occupying a genre all her own this year was Madonna, in whose very neighborhood here on New York City's Central Park West we now find ourselves. She was still laughing through the Justify My Love controversy as the year began. Then in the spring she turned up at the Academy Awards show in Los Angeles to favor the nation with a performance that took place only partly on stage. Madonna's performance at the Oscars may have been upstaged by her choice of escorts.
I didn't have a date for the Academy Awards, and Michael was like, well, who are you going to go with? And I looked at him, I said, I don't know, you want to go?
Strike a pose, there's nothing to it.
Then in May, suddenly Madonna was everywhere, promoting her concert documentary, Truth or Dare. She even turned up in a fantasy bit on Saturday Night Live's most lovable segment, Wayne's World.
Wayne, do you want to play Truth or Dare?
Excellent.
Truth or Dare was first unveiled in France at the Cannes Film Festival. Its bi-coastal premieres in this country were both AIDS benefits, and the movie itself created an immediate buzz with its startling candor about the star and her antic persona.
Yes, I am a tramp. I got the moves, baby. You got the motion. If we got together, we'd be causing a commotion.
The truth does hurt. I mean, honesty is a frightening concept to most people, but on the other hand, if people got used to it, maybe it wouldn't be so frightening.
Truth or Dare, Madonna?
Been the love of your life,
My whole life? Sean. I get a lot done because I work my ass off. I have high expectations of myself and other people.
You don't find an answer, Keith. You can't, I mean, I'm singing a cappella and the fucking headset goes out.
We're all on separate frequencies, so there's something...
Put me on their frequency and you know, I mean, you know.
It was a real learning experience about myself, to watch myself, seeing the sort of the little nuances in the way I deal with people.
Do we want to have an R rating or an X rating? X! X for extra fun!
Once the Truth or Dare hubbub died down, Madonna went right into training for her role in the baseball movie A League of Their Own. The movie shoot required Madonna herself to keep a low public profile, but her name remained in the news anyway. Her brother Martin tried to launch a rap career, calling himself MC Ciccone.
The master lyricist supreme. Ask me where I got it, I'll say it's in my jeans.
A series of Madonna postage stamps was commissioned. Tabloid newspapers trumpeted an alleged affair with baseball star Jose Canseco, and in bookstores, 3 biographical rehashes surfaced just in time for holiday shopping. Finally, Forbes magazine estimated that Madonna was the 4th highest paid performer in show business.
I worked very hard for what I have, but I was lucky to have the nerve and the courage to do what I do.
I'm going to press this thing, and I'm going to press power. When I press it, the camera is going to go off.
Apart from Madonna's surprise hit Truth or Dare documentary, one of the biggest movie stories of the year was the emergence of more black filmmakers than had ever before been seen in Hollywood's largely white history. The black filmmaker renaissance began with Spike Lee. An interest in his work has remained so high that fans are already flocking to Spike's Joint, his retail store here in Brooklyn, to buy promotional hats for his upcoming movie bio on Malcolm X, a film that hasn't even finished shooting yet. Here's a closer look at the black filmmaking class of 1991.
This is what I term as like the Afrocentric new wave in film. Everyone wants to put out a black film now. You know, made by black people, starring black people, a depiction of black life.
In 1991, black filmmakers were big box office, and they were everywhere, examining black culture from Harlem in the 1920s to the streets of South Central Los Angeles today.
Now we're getting a chance to you know, have a bigger budgets, you know, and we're coming up with stories that are not necessarily just about bourgeoisie folks, or not just about people in the streets. You know, it's like life.
We're still gonna get married, right?
Yeah, but I want to go to college before I get married, and there ain't no guarantee that I'm gonna marry you.
People know that the drugs are destroying the community, that it affects people of all colors, and that it's a situation that really needs to be dealt with.
Let's have a hot party.
People want to find out what's going on with the drug culture a la New Jack City. They want to find out what's happening with the hip-hop culture in middle-class America, as in the House Party saga. Pick a color. Any color.
It's cool to laugh, but when I go back into the black community, it ain't a house party. It's reality. I see anger, and I see oppression, and I see people saying, how can I get myself out of this situation?
There's no wrong way out of here. You look over there. Look over there. You see that? You know how they did that? You think they did that the right way?
Director Matty Rich's Straight Outta Brooklyn was a movie in the unblinking manner of Spike Lee, by now an elder statesman of black film, who this year confronted the issue of interracial sex in his movie, Jungle Fever.
There are going to be certain people, Mississippi and Alabama, and other parts, who will feel very uneasy to see a black man having sex with, with a white woman.
Maybe the most unusual black movie this year was the award-winning low-budget Chameleon Street, a quirky and personal first-time effort by Michigan-based director Wendell Harris Jr. There were no drug busts, shootouts, or rap tunes in Chameleon Street, but for most black film people, that grittier side of black life remained the most important aspect to portray on screen.
If you're just gonna make something that's not really saying anything, then, it's really no progress. But if you're making movies that's kind of like reflecting on the community and trying to open some eyes, then that's progress.
Black filmmakers come into their own. We'll be back with Guns N' Roses, the year in lawsuits, celebrity arrests, and the state of the whole wide world.
Not with a bang.